Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Witches of the Moon. I am Dia, aka OrioWasters.com. Copper, what you doing? Yeah, you need to chill somewhere. I'm sorry, y'all. Um, this week we are talking about doing work for others, and I'm trying to figure out where to go with this because there's a whole moral side debate to it, which really is person to person, and then there's the actual. Okay, let's start with the moral side. Some people say you shouldn't do work for others without their permission. Um, some people feel as though they don't care. I kind of fall in the middle of that, I guess, debate because on some, I go situation by situation. There you go. Certain situations I will, certain situations I will not. You kind of have to know when life has to take its course, and you got to let people live their lives and let it take its course, and then you kind of got to know when it's okay to step in. So there you go. Um, Now, in doing work for others, some believe that, when you're first starting out to do work for others, that you should do it for free. I personally don't. I don't care if this is the first time you ever do work for others. As long as you're honest and told this person, you know, give them realistic expectations. I don't know how this going to go. This is my first time doing this. Then charge. I mean, that's totally up to you. You don't have to do it for free. That's not. I'm not on this doing things for free side. Everybody got bills, and if you don't got bills, you got supplies you have to buy. Okay, and that's awesome. If they bought the supplies for you, then you're still the one taking your time that you could be doing something else to do it for them because they don't want to do it. So there's that. Now, where was I going with this? Okay, now in doing work for others, when they are a client, first of all, you have to know how your work works. Why does this keep getting blurry? What the hell is going on? I don't know what my camera's focusing on. Anyway, but in doing work for others, you do have to know how your work works. You're working, not saying that the working won't work, but the way you work the working may not work for this particular person, and their energy. So there's that. Um, excuse me. The way that the way that minds work, I'll say, is minds don't really go when I do work for others. Don't really go with my morals. It goes with their morals, but more so the actual truth behind the action. So that's the way that minds work. So if you're being truthful and honest, and it don't matter what the working is, good, bad, and different. If you're being truthful and honest with really why and understanding really why you're doing this working, it works every time. If you're trying to be sneaky and trying to do stuff you're not being honest about with yourself, you ain't got to be honest with nobody else, but with yourself, if you're trying to lie to yourself about why you're really doing this working, my work ain't gonna work for you. It doesn't. It just doesn't. Just doesn't do. Just doesn't. So I would say, make sure one, you know how your stuff works, um, so that way you know whether yours is going to work for whoever you're doing the work for. Uh, Also, when you do work for others, you have to remember that they have their own energy. So while you may do things a certain way, you may have to tweak it with their energy. I have a very aggressive energy. So if I have somebody that comes to me with a more calming energy, a more relaxed energy, then I'm going to use more watery herbs or airy herbs or earth herbs, more so as opposed to a fiery herb or a fiery type energy or a fiery type candle, because that's going to be a little too overpowering for them. And two things is going to happen. It's probably going to backfire because they're going to try to do something to counteract it because they don't understand where it's going. Or they may feel as though, it went wrong. So you have to know, pretty much with doing work for others, you have to know their energy as well. Um, Also, a big thing in doing work for others is know where and when to judge. They're already coming to you with a personal situation. They don't need you judging them. They don't need you. They don't need you putting your beliefs. If you don't want to do it, just politely decline. But you don't have to go all with the da 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 da. Just politely decline, and send them on to somebody who will. Or if you don't want to even be a part of that, just politely decline. You don't have to. I mean, we all judge people. Let's be honest. Judge them this life, but you don't have to be in their face. Just sit, just let them go with God, and then when you sit back, just go, "Whoop, child," and pretty much, okay. Let's see. Also, doing work for others. There are. Hmm. I'm gonna still keep talking about the business side of it because, of course, I do work for others as a business. That's that's bring it there. When you're doing work for others, and this is your spirituality is your business. It's okay to charge accordingly. I don't care if you got all your supplies from the 59-cent store. Charge accordingly. If this is your business, then this is how you support yourself. If this is your side hustle, it's a side hustle for a reason. If this is your hobby, okay, fine. But it's okay to judge accordingly. When I say judge accordingly, um, don't when I say charge accordingly, don't get stupid. Like it's okay to charge 150, 65, 75, 200, depending on the working. And when I mean working, I don't mean like, okay, uh, threw this oil on this candle, I'm gonna like this candle done. No. I mean like actual working where working. I don't even want to get too deep in it, but I mean actual working. It's okay to charge. Now like I've seen some people that charge like 2 and 3 thousand. I ain't gonna say it's wrong. I will say I'm not at that level where I can charge two. I feel as though I can charge 2 or 3 thousand per working. However, if it works and it gets results, and you know that your stuff, just don't scam people. Basically, charge what you worth, but don't scam people out their money. Um, but yeah, definitely charge. That's the biggest thing. I hate seeing people saying, "Oh, I could do this working for $5." Baby, by the time you bless that candle, charge that candle. Let's just stick. We just gonna stick the candle. By the time you bless that candle, charge that candle, mix your oils for that candle. Did a consultation with that person because you should have did a consultation with that person. By the time you do all that, and then you go back and then you tweak it. You see how the candle's burning. You don't like to have the candles burning, so you add this herb. You tweak this. You add a little another oil. You're paying attention to the way the candle's burning. You're checking in with the client to see how they're feeling with the candles burning, because I hope you're checking in to see how the client's actually feeling while you're doing the actual working, so you kind of see the connection. Um, by the time you're doing all that, $5 where? $5 where? Where? How? No, no. I'd rather do it for free and just write it off as your spiritual tithing than for $5. Mm-mm. Okay, let me come back because it irks me to see people just do stuff for like five. And I know you want to help some people out, and yes, we all can help some people out, but you're doing a disservice to the spiritual community who does this as a business when you are charging $5 and $10 for workings, knowing darn well that ain't paying a nan bill. If you break down that $5, you barely made a cent per hour to do that working. Now again, if you're doing workers where just grab something, throw it on the altar, you're fine. The whole work it took all about 3 minutes. Okay, charge $5. But if your work is taking 2 and 3 hours, 2 and 3 days a week, don't be charging $5 for that. Don't do that. Okay. Um. Okay, guys. I don't even know what the hell. I had a little situation I had to take care of right then and there. I don't even know what the hell just happened. I don't even remember the last time I was talking about. Oh, I was on a rant about prices. Okay. Now here's the other thing. When doing work for others, while I do believe that you do not, depending on the situation, have to get their permission. Um, However, now this is on the non-client side. This is just like you see a friend, a family member. However, I do think you should have some type of divination or spiritual connection, or deities you should be able to consult, ancestors you can consult, something, oracle cards you can consult, rocks, stones, bones, something that you can consult to make sure that this work should be done. Because like I said, Some people have to go through life, and you may be seeing somebody down on a hard time, but this hard time may be setting them up for their blessing. And you trying to soften their hard time, you could be holding up their blessing, because it might be a lesson they have to learn in order to get where they need to go. And that is the hard part. This is the part of, this is true love, self love, knowing when to step back and allow nature to take its course so they can get the best thing for them. Um, I'll leave that at that. And I think this video got much longer than I wanted to. And yeah, so hopefully you got something out of it. Um, as always, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment below, don't forget to watch everybody's videos, and stay blessed to be a blessing, and I'll see y'all next week. Peace.